What's up, you guys? We are doing a 2023 animal-based 60-day challenge. I think if you guys watch this channel, you guys definitely acknowledge that I believe that we as a society are stuck in this matrix, like this system of companies who are looking to generate profit, right? Like that's not such a huge leap to make. A lot of us here are here because we want to completely change our realities and kind of live up to the potential that we know that we have, whether that's changing the way they look, completely changing the way they feel, the way they show up in the world, how much money they can make, and completely essentially shifting their identity to become the actual person that they want to become. And that might also be the parent they want to be, or the friend, or actually having the friends that they want to have, right? So over these 60 days that we're going to implement this, so it's going to start on November 1 through December 31st. So up until January 1, we are going to have constant conversation about how you can kind of live up to this challenge, this 2023 challenge, where you want to implement carnivore or you want to implement animal-based. Well, we're going to start there. And that's also going to require you to decide to stop drinking as well, because if you're doing those lifestyles, you don't drink, right? We're going to take it all kind of back to basics, and I'm going to show you exactly what I do week to week. I'm going to give you mentality of how to go into certain things, whether that's parties if you're going to decide to stop drinking, or maybe that's going into parties if you're going to live animal-based or carnivore or whatever it may be. I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like so that you can implement this entirely new identity, so that when 2024 comes around and it's January 2024 and you're like feeling like it's day one, you can do this shit. And you actually are the person that you want to be right now watching this video. You will be that person by the time that January 2021 comes around. Okay. So we're not going to wait. We're not going to like make this whole thing about, okay, I'll do it then. No, because you feel like shit now, you're watching this video now, let's do it now, right? That's how I see it, at least. And so I think a lot of times we wait until the new year to kind of decide to be this new person. So that would be like January 1. And what I'm saying is screw that shit. No, we're going to start this now. Again, whether that's to look the way we want to look, feel the way we want to feel, own the businesses or have the income that we want to have or whatever, right? There's this like roadblock for us, and that's often coming because we don't feel like we can get it done because we're on meds, or we don't look the way we feel anxious all the time or depressed, or maybe it's because we can't stop drinking when we want to and we know that's holding us back, right? There's so many different things that go into this. For me, one of the reasons that I created this channel in the very first place was because I found life hacks that I implemented that completely changed my reality. Like, dude, so much, completely changed my reality, that so much so that I feel compelled to share them with you, because I think that they're life hacks that people haven't quite picked up on because of the way the narrative is around them. And also because we are stuck in this matrix, this system from companies selling us information to generate profit. So I'm calling bullshit like on all of it. That's why I have this channel, is to explore different realities, have these conversations about kind of like taboo topics, but also help all of us get to the actual potential and achieve the potential that we have within us. I have done this, you guys. I grew up as kind of the fat kid. I grew up as the person who, didn't really have, like, I wasn't really cute or anything like that. It wasn't until I got to high school that I started realizing like, oh, I'm a girl, like guys like me. And then I got kind of prettier in high school, and then I became super anorexic and bulimic. And I ended up, being on antidepressants and anti-anxiety for 10 years. And then I dropped out of college, all that kind of stuff. And now fast forward, after implementing these things, I'm a director of sales at a massive, massive company. I have since multiplied my income by 7. I now have a channel here where I get to talk to people like you. You guys are so dope. Like, I am so grateful for you guys every single freaking day, because I get to talk to you about things that have helped me, and real ass conversations, and then talk about other things. Like, I talk about space, and I talk about exploration, and I talk about grounding and trail running and all this shit that's really real. I challenge people. I get to have guests on who have different perspectives than me, and debates and all these things. And all of this I invented through just these life hacks that I'm talking about. I stopped drinking about 5 years ago. And up until that point, drinking was something that was a huge issue in my family. And I was low-key super insecure about it. I was like, man, I don't know if I'm an alcoholic, but like, I need to stop blacking out and saying stupid shit because this is making me look like a damn fool. And it was a thing that like I didn't want to stop drinking, and I struggled with for so many years. And then now I'm at this point where it's one of the best decisions I ever made for myself, and I don't even want it. Like there is absolutely not 1 ounce of willpower that goes into me for not drinking. And this also goes into animal-based or carnivore lifestyle. I now get to talk about these things on here that, like I said, I used to have an eating disorder. I used to be fat, and then I used to have an eating disorder, and all these issues that kind of controlled my life. And now I get to coach people on it to help them shift their identities and their realities to be the person they want to be and actually look the way they want to look without killing themselves. Week by week, I'm going to put things out, and I would love for you guys to drop comments below too, as far as things that you'd like to learn a little bit more about, or different approaches, different people you'd like me to have on as guests, so on and so forth. I recently had a video with Dr. Chafee and Dr. Nagra kind of debating against vegan versus carnivore as an example of giving us different perspectives on how to learn so that we can reinvent our realities through food, right? So all these kinds of things, go ahead and drop it down below. But if you're down, like really, really down, you want to reinvent your reality, you are aware of the fact that we are stuck in a system of companies looking to generate profit by feeding us information, you're tired of that shit, you want to be that person, go ahead and like this video, comment down below, subscribe, and let's actually do it, okay? Because I am proof that you can do this. And I'm telling you that there are such simple little life hacks that most people do not know and they will not implement because they're unaware. And if you implement those, your entire reality is going to be different next year, and it's sooner than you actually think. People have so much more that they can offer to this world and so much more that they can be. And if they just implement these little hacks and shift their perspective and start doing these little things that I'm going to walk us through, they can actually have it. This is video 1. I will see you guys on the next video where I talk about identity and beginning an animal-based or carnivore lifestyle going through the holidays. All right, guys. See you then.